meeting is being recorded. Vamos a grabar. And then, Ward's still in Paris, so we can take our time this morning. All right, so just begin cross-legged or wherever your legs feel comfortable. And put your hands, or take your index fingers to your two hip bones. And from there, I want you to see if you can level out your two hips. Maybe one's up because it's tight, the other. See if you can feel those two hip bones level out. And from there, with your fingers on with your index fingers on your hip bones, push your sits bones down into the floor and squeeze your shoulder blades down the back. So if it helps you to close your eyes, and you can rock into this sensation, kind of loosening up the hips. If it helps you to close your eyes and visualize your spine growing up, your sits bones pulling down, top of the head moving towards the sky, and the navel pulling in. So just rock the weight forward and back and pay attention to those sensations. Now you can take your thumbs to the ribs, and as you are pulling your sits bones down, pull also down the front of the rib cage, right? So that the abdominal muscles then begin to connect. Good to all of these sensations, growing the spine, lengthening the abdominal wall, lengthening your low back. And then from there, let's hold on to that for a moment. Opposite hand to rib cage. So you're feeling the muscles in the abdominal wall pull in, opposite hand to rib cage. Fingertips to the collarbones, feel them spread out. Hold the thumbs there for a moment in your shoulders. And then exhale, pull the navel down, the ribs in, and try to just circle the shoulders lightly as you pay attention to those sensations. Good. So building stability there in your torso. Change the direction. Good. And then from here, pause, take your arms up and then pull them out. So same thing, arms float up, navel pulls down. Arms float up, navel pulls down. Good. And so you're waking up. And from here, opposite hand, let it tap your hip for a moment. Exhale, reach it out. Tap the hip, feel the torso stay steady. Internal rotation. Good. Inhale, take a pause, open the arms wide. Exhale, pull the belly in, let the head float forward. Inhale up and exhale, pull in. We'll inhale, pull up and exhale, pull in. Inhale up and exhale in. This time, inhale up, hold, reach the ribs side to side. So your arms are floating a little closer to the floor, but really we're focusing, we're feeling sitting bones continuing to ground, and then the rib cage lengthening up, out, and over. Good. So blood flow, circulation, stability, spinal extension, all good things. So then pause here for a moment, and we're going to exhale, twist, and lengthen. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist and pull your two arms alongside the ears, feeling also your spine grow as you twist. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Now from here, the palms face each other. Reach the ribs around and up and onto the other side. Take the ribs around and up and to the right one more time. And now to the left. And from here, we'll interlace the fingers, hands behind the head. Open your chest and shoulders. Exhale, bring your hands on top of the head. Feel the back of the neck stretch for a moment. Good. Inhale up and exhale, opposite hand to ear. Stretch the opposite arm away for a moment. Good. So pull down with your hand. Extend through your fingers. Inhale and exhale, switching sides. Good. Inhale, two arms up. Tip the weight back on the sits and then unfold the two legs. Walk the weight into your sitting bones once again. So side to side, feeling that weight ground. Hold on to it as the arms come forward, and then hold on to it even more deeply as your torso floats back. So ground the sits bones. Now pull the navel in and float the torso back. So again, that's how the abdominal wall wakes up, which makes this much more um, useful as a Pilates exercise and also easier on the hips. We're going to come down one more time and hold. And from here, open opposite arm and leg. So you'll do one and then close. Abrimos, cerramos. Open and close, open and close, open and close, open and close, open and close. Now pause, sitting all the way up. Rotate your ribs to one side. Inhale, sit it up again. Exhale, rotate the ribs to the opposite side. Inhale and exhale. The arms lower. Inhale and exhale. One more time, each direction. Good. 2 and 1. Good. So pause on whatever side you are. Place your palms on the floor there and lift the top leg up. Keep it bent and just wake up the hip for 10, 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Pause. Exhale. Sweep the weight. Find yourself moving to the opposite side. Down and up with this leg. 10, 9, 8, 7. Light weight in your hands. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. I'm going to set that leg back behind me. Take my front foot to my back leg. And now this is my right side facing the computer. I'm going to inhale, stretch, reach, take my arms out. So a long stretch of my back. Good. And from here, sitting tall, pull your feet into the floor, your sits bones into the floor, and then lightly pulse the torso down and up from the belly. 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. To the left, pulse 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. To the right, pulsing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, center. Exhale, sit tall. Place the palms under your shoulders. Push the feet into the floor. Lift the pelvis. So with the feet down, sitting bones continue to lift. Just take them 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale, slowly set those bones down. Extend the two arms out. And from here, right leg down and up. You're just going to extend. 5. Good. So keep the rest of you steady, stable. Most of the weight on the sitting bones, a little bit on the tailbone. 2 and 1. Good. Steady legs, steady knees. Exhale, lift the left. So you're going to come down and up. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Pause. Exhale. Take your two arms back out. Place the palms under the shoulders. Push and lift once again. This time, pushing your feet into the floor. Let's open and close the knees just an inch. Take 10 and 9 and 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. So waking up inner thighs. 2 and 1. Sitting bones right back down to the mat. Exhale, take your two arms out. This time we're going to lower just a hair more. Opposite arm and leg. Lift together, lower together. Up and down sits bones. Stay anchored. Navel stays anchored. Arm and leg lift together, lower together. 3 and 2 and 1. So let's pause and see if we can roll our weight to the mat on a 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When you get down to the floor, check in with your neck. So take your chin to one side, chin to the other side. And now check in with your hips. Let the knees move to one side and back through your center. Knees to the other side and back through your center. Good. Inhale, pausing here for a moment. Exhale, pull knees in, arms to your sides. Inhale. and exhale, take 3. Inhale, exhale, taking 2. Inhale and exhale, 1. Now let's pause. Opposite arm and leg reach away from the body, pull right back in. You're going to reach to 3, back into 3. Reach to 3, into 3. Reach to 3, into 3. Reach to 3, into 3. One more with this side. Now 2 arms, 2 legs out and in. Pull navel in as the legs reach and back to the center. Out and in, out and in. 2, out and in. 1. Pause with your knees right over your hips. Press your palms in for a moment. Open and close the knees just 5 times. So you're going to feel belly pull down, front of the ribs pulls down as the knees move out and in. 2 and 1. So now squeeze the knees in, open the arms, take the legs over to the right. Exhale, pull center. Knees stay together, legs to the left. Exhale, pull center. Knees to the right and center. Knees to the left and center. To the right and center. To the left and center. Let's pause with your legs to the right. Bottom leg down and up. 10 and 9 and 8. So feeling the obliques, the inner thighs. 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Switching sides. Exhale, taking the legs over, down and up for 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Pause. 2 knees in, 2 arms up. Place the feet on the floor. Exhale, let the pelvis come up. So now with the pelvis lifted, pull the shoulder blades together. Tap your right heel into the floor. Feel, so we're really waking up glute, hamstrings, calf, ankle by pushing the heel down and up. 2 and 1. Let's try that on the left. Down and up. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. 2 heels. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Feel the glute and hamstrings stay connected. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels up, pelvis lifts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your heels down and remember, check your hips here. Keep them even. Ball of the right foot taps. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Ball of the left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Balls of both feet. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold. Lift the sitting bones. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, rolling those bones right back down to the floor. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, interlace the fingers, bring the hands behind the head. So we're just going to focus for a moment on the position of the trunk as you lift your head up. So everybody rock the tailbone down and up. And then I want you to feel the place where your tailbone's reaching towards the heels. And then pull the front of the rib cage in. So you lift the head and chest. And then from the navel pulling down, pull the scapula off of the floor. So we're going to take 5. Good. So just a slight little scoop of the scapula up. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Let's pause. From here, rotate the ribs to the left, back to the center. Rotate the ribs to the right, back to the center. Rotate the ribs to the left, trying to pull the scapulas up. Good. And to the right. Good. Let's pause on the left and pulse. 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right, pulsing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold yourself to the right. Lift the left leg. I lied. Lift the right leg up. And from here, change. Take 10 and 9. And so toes tapping the floor. Keep the hips steady and rotate the rib cage only, right? Good. The head's just floating along for the ride. So not a lot of twist in your neck, all about the belly. Good. 3 and 2 and 1. Let's pause in the center, extend the 2 legs, lower your head and chest down, and create a light little bicycle. So you're waking up your quadriceps. Good. And now changing the direction here, waking up hip flexors. So send energy out through the heels as the leg extends. 2 and 1. We're going to pause with 2 legs in the air. 2 arms pull up. Opposite arm and leg circle away from the midline. Good. Change the direction. They pull back towards the body. Good. Trying to keep the rest of you steady and stable. Opposite direction, reaching out and away. Good. Nice and light movement. Just do 1 limb at a time if that's better for you. Change the direction. Back towards the center. Keep the front of the rib cage tucking in deep. 2 and 1. Now pause. 2 arms up. Exhale, round through the ribs. Lift the head and chest. Pull the scapula up from the floor so you can comfortably take your gaze to your belly button. If this doesn't feel good, rest your head on the floor or on a block. And from here, you're going to inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower the legs an inch. Try 2 more. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower the legs 1 more inch. Another little set here. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. Bend the knees. Take your heels together and your toes apart. So you're going to wake up external rotation. Reach the leg out. Draw it back in. Reach the opposite leg out. Draw it back in. Out with the leg and in. Out with the leg. Pay attention to your hips. Attention to your knees. Good. Try 3 together. So we're going to reach out and draw back. Reach out and draw back. Reach out and draw back. Reach out, draw back. So now keep the heels connected. Extend the legs up and back in. Push out and back in. Pushing out and back in. Now choose to either keep the legs bent or extend the legs out. Take the arms up and take another little set of 100. So hands behind the thighs, squeeze. Pull the shoulder blades up from the floor. Then you'll inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. And inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower the legs an inch. Shoulder blades up. Here you go again. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Last time. 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. Bend the knees. Feet to the floor. Rest your head. Get the 10 toes to face forward. And then you're going to exhale, squeeze, pull the scapula down the back as the pelvis rises up. Check in with your neck. Make sure you're released. And from here, if it's helpful for you to press your elbows in, take your hands to your hip bones, and then push the sits bones up towards your hands. Then raise the right leg up. And just tap into the floor. Take 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5. Good. Or just do a few of these, but again, keep pushing that hip bone into your finger 2 and 1 to help you keep the pelvis balanced. Exhale, re-engage. Both feet lift. Feel your center through the backs of the legs. Engage. Right belly button pulling in. Left leg down and up. 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Pause. Put that foot down. 2, 3. Lift the pelvis up. 2, 3. Tucking the shoulder blades in. So again, choose to just stay whatever level makes sense to you. Now you can keep the kneecaps parallel and extend the right leg out. Here you go. Let's just do 5 more of these. Again, hip bones stay level. Good. 3 and 2. Try to keep the knee joints parallel as you lift. And 1. Good. Pause, foot down, toe ball heel. Relift the pelvis up. Pull the shoulder blades down the back, left leg out and back, out and back, out and back, out and back. Here we go. We'll do 3 and 2 and 1. Refirm the backs of the legs. Exhale, lower all that down. Draw your knees up over the chest. Rock for a moment here. Front of the hips releasing. Beautiful. So now interlace your fingers. Place your hands on the right shin bone. Exhale, pull the belly button in and extend the left leg out. And then we're going to change. So we're going to take 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. So pause, hands behind the head. Rotate towards that bent leg over the torso and then change. We'll take 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. So that's another example of don't rock the hips side to side, but really pull down through your hip bones as you rotate through the rib cage. Beautiful. Exhale, release, let that come down. And once again, hands back behind the thighs. But we're going to find a rock to the sits bones. So from here, scoop the belly, see if you can lower down, rock back, and come up. Try 2 more. Belly pulls in, stabilizes your center. You rock back. There should be really no weight on the head and neck. Really isolate the weight on the shoulder blades. Try 1 more time, nice and slow. Rock it back. And exhale, take it up. Good. Place your 2 feet on the floor and then extend the 2 legs out. So I'm pushing my thigh bones down into my hands, and then instead of rounding the back, sitting up tall. Arms extend, belly draws deep, take the arms out, and exhale up. Afuera. Y ahora arriba. Good. 1 more time. Arms reaching. Good. Everybody sit tall. Check in with your neck. How is it? Try to release it. Side to side, chin down and up. Good. So from here, let's do a roll up. So the belly's going to pull in. Fingertips, toes extend. Thigh bones drop. And we are going to lower all the way to the mat. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, another big breath. Exhale, lift the head, the shoulders, the shoulder blades, the rib cage, all the while knitting the navel deep. Good. Let's try that again. If you want, take one arm alongside the ear. If you don't want, just leave the arms where they are. If this is really challenging, put weights in your hands and just work here. Inhale and exhale. Let's lower back. 3 and 2 and 1. Let's pause here on the floor. Shoulder blades in, belly button deep. Exhale, lift. 3 and 2 and 1. Woohoo! Opposite arm pulls up. And then exhale, pull the belly deep as you lower. 3 and 2 and 1. Inhale and exhale. Lifting. 3 and 2 and 1. That is not as smooth on me as it could be and hopefully will be one day. I have work to do. Open the palms to face up. And just feel for a moment as you roll the heel of the hand up, that's your bicep working, right? So those muscles engage. Then the right foot presses into your left heel and you're going to tap the foot. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit up tall. Try to maintain that. Draw the belly button in, shoulder blades down. And the left. You're going to tap 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. 2 heels together. We're going to roll down to the mat and stay down. So hold, take a breath. Exhale, scoop the belly. And we're going to lower. 5, 4, 3. Reach through the toes. 2, and 1. So down here on the mat, pull the belly button in right here. And exhale, lift the 2 legs, or do them one at a time. Corkscrew, the legs travel to the right, they travel around and up on the left. Now the legs travel to the left, they move around and up on the right. To the right, around and up, and now to the left, around and up. One more time each direction. Keep the shoulder blades anchoring you as the legs sweep to the side. And then once again, other direction, 2 and 1. Now pause. Take a second, bend the knees, relax the hips, hug the arms into your sides. And we're going to work on pelvic lifting, potentially into the rollover and scissors if you want to try those things. If you don't, you can keep your pelvis on the floor. So elbow or arms, these are called legs. They're going to extend. Arms are going to press down. Circle the legs out, down, around. Now pull the belly in and try to lift the tailbone just off of the floor. So that's a basic thing you can work on here. Now you can circle the legs out, down, and around if you're ready for the next thing. And lift the pelvis just a little bit higher as you press the arms down. So I really want to encourage you to not use your hands, but instead use your hands by grounding your weight into the floor, and then let the pelvis come down. So now if you're ready, let's try 2 full rollovers. So you're going to let the legs circle out, down, around, and potentially let the pelvis come up off of the floor, toes down, thighs up, elbows in, hands to the hips. Oh wait, don't do that yet. And then from here, just exhale, reverse all that. You're gonna knit the belly, keep the center connected, and slowly release down. Circle the legs out, down, around. Exhale, draw the belly deep. Toes down, thighs up. Press the arms into the floor. And then exhale to slowly release and let the bones return back down. So now we're going to let the legs circle out, down, and around. And then this time you can work on just doing scissors, all these exercises here with your pelvis on the floor, or we'll try these 2 movements with the legs with the pelvis overhead. So exhale if you're going for a pelvic overhead thing. And now press the elbows into the floor. Now move your hands to the hips. Now move your hips to your hands. And bend the knees. Take the knees over the hips. Exhale, extend the 2 legs up. Right leg is going to move back as far as you can take it. And the left leg comes a little bit forward. So try that. Left leg now moves back as the right leg comes forward. So you're really trying to split center with your 2 legs. Reach through your 10 toes on both legs so they stay engaged. Good. Now let the back knee bend and get a stretch in the hip. And exhale, change. Back knee bends, a stretch in the hip. Good. One more time. Back knee bends, a stretch in the hip. Good. And from here, you're going to bend your 2 knees, bring the legs together. Pull the pelvis, pull the hips out of the hands. Set the hands back down, extend the 2 legs, and slowly release all of that to the floor. Hands behind the legs. Now we're going to rock up and try open leg rocker. Exhale, coming up. So work again with bent legs if that's going to be better for your hips and back. If you'd like to practice now extending the right leg, rock back with the right leg extended, left leg bent. And exhale, come up. Good. Change the position here. Now the left leg extended, right knee bent. Exhale, come up. Good. So now from here, if you'd like to try, two legs extended, maybe take your hands here to your calves to begin. Pull the elbows in, shoulder blades down. Exhale, rock back. And coming up. Good. One more like this. If you want, take your hands to your ankles if it's feeling like it's time. Or just keep the knees bent. Or just take a sip of water. Whatever you need to do right now. I'm going to exhale, rock back. And once again, find myself seated. So now take a second. Bend the two knees. Soles of the feet together. Push the heels in, move the knee joints out, and take a stretch of your hips. Good. And you can maybe rock a little bit of weight forward. It's just feeling a bigger opening. From here, go ahead, slide the left leg out. I'm going to take my right hand up, and I'm going to walk myself down this leg. Down 3 and 2 and 1. Once I'm on the floor here, just hold your hands on the leg, feel the calf getting a stretch. I'm pressing the opposite heel into the floor. Hand to the thigh, open. So left hand, left thigh, open the right leg to the side without the pelvis going with the leg. Good. Exhale, bring it right back up. And then if it feels comfortable, again, try walking up the leg. Reaching out through the heel. Good. Take the leg now across your body and reach your ribs in opposition. Good. You could extend the back arm if you wanted. Good. Back to the center. Release. Let's try that on the other side. So now left leg or whichever leg you haven't done is up. Check on this. So make sure arm bones pull down. Scapula pulls together. Good. Sitting bones are anchored and you're going to sit tall. Walk yourself down the leg. 3 and 2. Keep reaching that heel deep, deep, deep into the floor. Lowering a big stretch here. So the right leg, feel the center of that heel anchor. This is going to extend your femur bone. Good. Now we're going to open the opposite leg. So without the ribs or hips going with the leg, you want to keep anchored in the center as you extend out to the heel. So it doesn't matter, right, how far the leg moves to the side. That's your range of motion. All right, so then from there, leg pulls back, hands here to femur bone. See if you can find that comfortable journey right up to a seated position. And we're gonna take this leg, let it move across your body. Good. Inhale, bring it back in. Cross at the ankles. Move your weight back onto all fours. I'm going to come and face this way. So now I've got my left side facing. If you want to do that too, just for variation. And so now take a little cat-cow. So see if you can move your head and tailbone up and down at the same pace, right? So let them kind of track each other. Head and tail, down and up. Good. From here, walk your hands slightly out from your shoulders, walk your knees slightly back from the hips, take a long stretch of the upper back. Good. I'm going to press weight into my hand and let my hip bones move forward. Exhale, reach back just a couple of times. And forward. And exhale, reaching back. Go one more time, pulling forward and back. And then from here, go ahead, keep your hips right where they are, keep your toes where they are, and let your right knee, I'm sorry, this is my left knee, come down and up. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Opposite knee, down and up. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Now, if it feels comfortable, take your hips all the way up, getting a little pike there, reaching back through the hands. Good. You can lift the left leg. Take 5 little circles with the left leg. 3, 2, 1. Other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Leg moves down. Opposite leg lifts up. Circle the leg. Slow, steady, easy. Good. And then circling the other way. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Pause. Let that knee come or foot come down. Let the knees come under the hips. Tops of the feet press down. Exhale, come up to a little undulation through the spine. And the pelvis moves back. The arms reach up. And right back to your sides. Arms alongside the ears as the pelvis moves down towards the heels. And then right back up. Good. This time, let's pause with your sits bones over the heels and lightly pulse down and up. 10 and 9 and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Move the arms wide. Another set. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms out in front. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach the hands down. Extend the left leg back. Walk your right fingertips out. Pulse the arm and leg down and up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach them in. Opposite side. So the right leg extends. Now the left arm. And then down and up. 10, 9, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Exhale. Bring that in. 2 hands move slightly up. Hips pull forward. Elbows reach back to the body. Let's go. 10. Good. So keep your head lifted. The sternum bone comes down. You push with the arms. Push through the palms to lift. Let's go. 3 and 2 and 1. Exhale. Pause. You're going to let the pelvis move to the floor. Turn your palms in. Rest your head for a moment on your hands. Rock out your back just a little bit. And from here, go ahead, try this. Push your right leg into the floor as you lift the left, and then bend and straighten this knee by itself 10 times. So you're going to exhale, take 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3. Keep the femur bone lifting as high as you can from the floor. 2, as you push the opposite leg down. Hold the leg lifted. Now heel to the sky. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. So now when you're doing these asymmetrical exercises on the floor, you want to think about the hip bones, not so much shoving down into the floor, but really pulling your sitting bones towards your heels, right? So it's not shoving the pelvis down. That action of pulling the sits bones towards the heels is naturally going to bring your pelvis parallel with the floor. Makes sense? So now, right hand, left hand back underneath. Push the left leg into the floor as you reach the right leg up. And same thing, pulse 10. Oh, I think we just held this, right? And then we're going to bend and straighten. And take 10. And I want you to watch your kneecap now. So the shin bone shouldn't flop into extension, but it really reaches out into extension.
Good. And feel your low back stay anchored and steady. Tailbone reaching towards the heel, sits bones reaching towards the supporting heel. 2 and 1. Now hold that heel to the sky. Once again, realign. So sits bones reaching towards the heels, down and up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lengthen the leg back out. Rock your back side to side, so letting that part of you release. So now 10 toes, feel them anchor into the floor. So reach your toes into the floor, arms here, pull to your sides, hands to your thighs, elbows to the sky. Good. So right there should feel like some engagement of the arm bones in your back. Again, sits bones, tailbone, reach towards the heels as you lift your torso now. Try not to let the head be lower than the shoulders, but pull the chin up towards the center of your neck. So you got a lot of height taking you from the floor. Palms are up now. Pulse 5 and 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Arms to the side, pulsing 5. Again, keep the head lifted. 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms out into a Y, down and up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now pause, arms back, lower the head, reach the hands towards the heels. Now reach the heels towards the hands. Maybe your hands and heels come together. If your hands can wrap around your ankles, great. If not, don't worry, just keep that sense of reach. And then you're going to walk the knee joints in towards one another so the femur bones feel parallel. From there, tailbone to the heels, or tailbone really to the knees. Exhale, lift your torso, lift the thighs, and if you can, rock a little bit on your belly. Good. Exhale, release all that. We're going to come back up and give it a try. Inhale. And exhale, tailbone down. And you lift and just rock a little bit. Remember, you're going to try to get the head above the shoulders. Good. One more time. Release. Inhale. And exhale, lift and rock. Again, only if that rocking feels okay. Good. And from here, extend the legs. Your arm furthest from the computer. Roll that underneath you and come onto your side. Bottom leg's going to press into the floor. 10 toes face the same direction. Down and up with your top leg. So when the leg lifts, instead of letting the pelvis fall forward, push the opposite leg down into the floor. 5 and 4 and 3 and lift less. 2 and 1. Good. Now pause. Leg moves forward. Same thing. Down and up. 10 and 9 and 8. Opposite leg presses deep. 7, 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Exhale. Leg stretches behind you. Put your top hand here at your hip and keep the hip bones vertically stacked, right? So this hip is not going back with the leg, but it's right there in center. Down and up with the leg. 10 and 9 and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Pause, bend the knee, get a little stretch here. Now the top leg, it's bent. Take it forward. You can rest your head if your wrists need a break. Bottom leg comes down and up. Just try 10, 9. So reach through the toes and the heel of that leg. So the extension guides the lift. 3, 2, and 1. 5 tiny little circles. 5 tiny little circles the opposite direction. Pause. Now this top hand can reach to the bottom leg and stretch that hip and quadricep. So the heel and hand come together, sitting bone back towards the heel. Beautiful. Tuck the bottom leg under the top leg. Push with that top hand. And let's switch sides. Good. So make yourself comfortable. Stack the two hip bones. Your head can be in the hand or resting on the floor. And then you want to feel, instead of this top hip rolling back, push it into the hand, push the bottom foot into the floor, and exhale, lift the top leg. So you really want to feel firmly inner thigh, outer hip are engaged in this lift. Good. Exhale into the lift. Think about the bottom rib cage too. There's a world where that bottom rib cage is completely off of the floor. 2 and 1. Good. Exhale. Push your heel, the bottom foot into the floor, and then extend that top leg forward, down and up. 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6. Ribs, hips, shoulders, kind of track in your mind. How do you want them? 2 and 1. Exhale, the leg reaches behind you. The torso doesn't fall forward. Instead, the leg just reaches back and these hip bones stay vertical. Down and up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Really feel this glute working. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee, hand to the foot. Stretch out the kneecap. Good. Now you're going to take the top knee forward and lift the bottom leg off of the floor. 10 tiny little lifts. Remember, reach through the toes and the heel to feel the femur bone float from the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 tiny little circles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee, hand to the foot. Get a little stretch in there. Good. And then that foot's going to come down and you're going to tuck the bottom leg under the top leg. Let's push up and find a down dog. So nice long reach. And notice, if you hold rounding in your back, and maybe you can see this right now, when my back rounds, my head moves forward. And what I want to do instead is reach my low back, back, lengthen it out until my head can just melt. So give yourself a big stretch there. Good. And then you're going to walk your hands back towards the feet. Right, left, right. Shake the head no. Nod the head yes. Exhale, you can roll up your prop if you've got a prop and put some weight in the feet. Linda, oh my gosh, we got to finish soon. But I was just going to say, if this is disruptive to your feet at all, do these exercises seated. So if you're taking care of your feet for any reason at all, do this weight work seated. All right. So everybody, just while you're standing, check your neck side to side, chin down and up. And from there, roll the shoulders down the back a few times, holding some weights in your hands. Good. And then move the thighs back and move the sternum forward. Try this just a few times. Waking up that energy in the legs. Good. Good. So now we're going to add on to this. Pull the elbows out, palms right under the collarbones. Each time you lift, knees stay over the ankles. Weight is in the heels. Thighs move back 2 and 1. Good. Hold on top for a moment. Take your 2 weights up. Exhale, pull the elbows wide and lift the heels. Inhale. Exhale, lift 5. Inhale. Exhale, lift 4. Inhale. Exhale, lift 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Pause. Let the heels come down. Let the forearms float forward. and right back up. So we're gonna go down and up. We'll go 3 and up, 2 and up, 1 and up. Good. Bring the weights underneath you, heels together, toes apart. Weights move forward, knees move out. Exhale, 5 and exhale, 4. Push the heels into the floor to bring your weight back up. 2 and 1. Good. Open the arms. And now once again, 5. Heels down. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Exhale, pause. Step your feet wide. Exhale, open. 5, 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Pause. Let the knees bend. Pull your right heel up. Take your left arm out. Pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right back in. Switching side. Left heel, right arm. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Pause. Exhale. Lift 2 heels. Keep 2 arms in for now. Pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold. Keep the heels lifted if you can. Arms out from the forearms. You're gonna, or from the elbows. Reach the forearms out and in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold the arms up. Lift and lower the pelvis. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Heels down, 10 toes, reach back. Inhale, move the thighs back. Open the arms and in. Exhale, reach out and in. Reach it out and in. Let's do 3 more. Down and back, down and back, down and back, down. Let's hold. Circle the weights. 5, 4. Keep the neck released by lifting the head. 2, 1. Other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Release the weights. Move in. Underneath you. Walk your fingertips out. Everybody take your chin towards one shoulder then the other. And now the chin down and up. Soften the knees a little bit and circle your wrists. So all the way around the other way. Good. Bring the palms together over your back. Take a long stretch. And we're going to push into the feet. Bring yourselves all the way up. Good. Turn one set of toes. I'm going with my right. Out. Exhale, extend the arm. Stretch over that leg so you get a long spine. Good. Exhale, turn yourself towards that leg, reaching through the back heel. And from there, pushing through the feet, bring yourself up. Switching sides, turn the toes of the opposite leg out. You can walk your feet a little bit more if need be. A long stretch. Trikonasana. And from there, turn yourself back towards that leg. And now from there, once again, gather that weight in your feet. As you lift up, step your 2 feet together, and we'll call it a class. Good work, everybody. Thank you. Here, let's stop.